Yes, we are at the end of Game Comp 4 2025. Now, not gonna lie, this is literally, I say, this is one of the shortest Game Comp series I had. Like, not only overall, like, number of videos, but just the time that it took to create. Like, it took me only, 6 months? I announced it in, January? Early January? And here we are, early July, and it's about to release. Like, that's 6 months. Last time I announced Game Comp in January was Game Comp 2. I announced that January of 2018, and it didn't release until January 2020. That was 2 years. Then I waited, a year and a half later, announced Game Comp 3, and that was in August of 2021, and I didn't drop that till September of 2022. That was about a year. And then here we are, 2025, announced in January, and then it drops in July. Now the thing is, when I announced 4, I took it off a video from modes and levels 6, which is the crazy thing. That's how this whole 4 came about. Now the original Game Comp was really just a compilation, so I don't really count that because this was when the YouTube editor was still a thing, and I just pretty much cooked it up off the top of my head, and boom, that's how that came together. 2, when I announced 2, that's when I was like headed in a whole different direction as far as with the playlists and projects and shit on my channel. And 3, at that point, I had already had a system going. And then of course, here we are with 4. So yeah, it's pretty much the summary of how this came together. Like I said, this is just the shortest duration of it in terms of videos, number of videos, and length from the announcement to when it dropped. Like 6 months is crazy. Like this shit it'll take a year or years for the last 2. So to chop it in half by 6 months on this one, pretty cool. And if I do make a deluxe, it might come on anniversary of the deluxe Game Comp 2, but we'll see. But stay tuned for my next playlist. GTA Police Chases, definitely coming. Hopefully drop by this year, but we shall see. Well, congratulations. If you are still here, you have made it to the end of the playlist. Game Comp 4. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. And with that being said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next playlist.